Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Last episode, we did some work in the factory over here, and yeah, we expanded the factory both upwards and downwards. So now we have a lot more room for more modules, tons of storage, and more abilities to do awesome things down here. And we're going to kind of continue that today with these two towers here. So believe it or not, these two towers are going to act as like farms in which we have, well, all this wasted space in here. And I'm going to do kind of like a vertical silo farm inside of them. And yeah, I'll be able to farm all the things that I need. So just imagine this farm over here. We're going to tear this thing down and redo it, and it's going to be layered up, tiered up in each one of the silos. I'm probably going to dedicate one of them to trees and then the other one to like crop farms, like obviously pumpkins would be one of them. Wheat, carrots, potatoes, bamboo, kelp, all that good stuff. And just, yeah, just layer it up, layer it up, layer it up, layer it up. And then from there, I'm planning on taking this underground. I'll probably bring it over here. I've got an idea for a room right here on the side, and I'm thinking I'm going to put like a processing room right here. So this room will kind of sort it, and we're going to need to sort it for future projects. There's a couple things I want to sort out before I put it into storage, and yeah, there's gonna be future processing there that's gonna help us out in the future, but that's a later episode. Once it gets processed, I'm planning on sending it all the way over here and all the way up here into this vault room here. So from the vault room, I'm going to run it probably along the top side. I think I'll put it up against the glass. That might look a little nice from down here, seeing the conveyor belt with the items flowing on it. I don't know. Still thinking about it. But yeah, let's bring it along all these vaults, and it's going to get separated and put into the appropriate vault. So definitely a lot to do today. And yeah, we're going to need to get started pretty quick. You know, one thing I haven't noticed is these towers, they give quite a good view of the colony. It's quite nice up here. The warehouse. Oh, we need to go check on that thing. I've gotten 10,000 messages about the warehouse being full. Oh my geez. Holy cow, this has been ridiculous. I have cleaned out this stupid warehouse so many times, and it just keeps getting full. And once it gets full, the entire colony just stops. It comes to a standstill because these guys, they don't know where to put their junk. Look at that. Cactus, I don't know where to put it, so I'm just going to stand here and wait. So, yeah. Sometimes just sorting the warehouse helps out a little bit. Let's see if you guys can put your junk down. Oh, there we go. He's ready to go. Oh, there we go. Okay, that helped out a little bit, freed up a little bit of space. So now the colony should start running again. But this place is packed. Yeah, our colony is producing way more than what we need. And I don't understand why they keep making things like glass bottles. It's not necessary. So I think there's no way around it. We need to upgrade the warehouse. That's a lot of wood. I tore down all the trees to stop that. I don't understand. Where are you guys getting all this wood? I just don't understand. Okie dokie. So to start out today's episode, we are going to start with an upgrade. Going to assign this to, let's do, Jasmine's a little slow. Let's do Anya. No, let's do Madden. He's been here, I think, longer than both of them. Upgrade. And you know, I might as well upgrade the three couriers that are next to it. So let's do this one for Anya. I'll upgrade this one as well, and this one. Okay, while our warehouse and courier huts get upgraded, I'm going to start on this tower over here. I've already got set up here a little bit, and hey, get out of here. And we're going to come on inside over here. Okay, lots of room in here to do awesome things. Okay, Now, one problem I'm thinking I might have is I want to turn this one into the tree farm. Now, one problem I think I'm going to have is that the leaves may not decay properly because those walls are made out of wood. Now, I don't know if the warped and the crimson wood count as wood to like spruce or oak leaves, but we're going to find out. So let's get this place cleaned up a little bit. We're going to identify our center point and yeah, we'll get started. Okay, got ourselves a floor in place, got ourselves a windmill bearing. Oh, got a little disorientated too. I don't know which way is my way out. So I'm thinking what I need to do is build up a bit of a contraption here. So I gotta have this thing dig out in a circle where I'm gonna put the trees because I gotta keep in mind the deployer. So with tree farms, you can't just have saws because you need to replant the trees. So let's do something like that. I don't want to get too close to these wooden walls because then we'll have no leaf decay and possibly having leaves stick out the outside is not good. Okay, let's try something like that. Okay, there we go. Got a little something something put together. Let's glue all this up. Okay, all good. Let's go ahead and fire this up. Boy, this is going to take a while. Okay, now we got ourselves a good circle. I can fill this up with dirt. Let's tear this thing down. And I'm going to fill this thing up with dirt. There we go. And there we go. Okay, that is the base of our tree farm done. Now all we need to do is put in our deployers and our saws. Saws are easy. They're just, well, I should probably get rid of this here. Put you there. I guess it doesn't really matter. I could probably do the whole thing in saws. And there we go. I got this big old monster done. So saws all the way across. I've got deployers. These two will do the 2x2 spruce trees, and then I'm gonna have these two set for oak. So the reason why I'm doing oak, I mean, I set this thing up here. These things are going to shear the leaves. Now, the reason why I'm doing oak is because I want apples, and apples are kind of hard to come by. So, I mean, the wood itself, I really don't care about, but I want the apples. You know, come to think about it, I think these shears will actually get me the apples, so maybe if I put more of those, that might help out. I guess we're gonna find out here. Okay, so all that's set up. I just need to add my saplings here and put some extra saplings inside the storage, and we should be all set. Okay, sapling, sapling, and sapling, sapling. Okay, that should be all set up. And set you to go. Okay, looking pretty good. I forgot to glue a chest, though. Let me get that glued up. Okay, why are we not planting? That's not good. Yeah, something's wrong here. Gotta figure out why the deployers are not planting. Planted over here? How did that plant over here? You know, I always forget that deployers need to be one block higher than what they need to plant on. So there we go. Okay, that's working. Nice. Yeah, we do have a portable item transfer thingamajig here, so that thing should line up right about here. And then we're going to put another portable interface down there, and that's going to be able to unload everything that this contraption is making. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Are we going to have a mess? We got a super tree growing here, and there's a bunch of leaves up against that warped wood. Ooh, that's a pretty clean cut. Yeah, some leaves did get left over there, so that may or may not be a problem, so I may have to take out like this last row of trees, but we shall see. Also, I noticed that our spruce has not grown at all, so I kind of separated them out. Hopefully this helps them grow. So I know spruce doesn't like to grow if it's touching anything. I think it's even in the diagonal as well. I'll have to wait and see. Yeah, that's not going to grow. Yeah, spruce is a little bit temperamental, but we'll keep an eye on it. Oh, and as soon as I say that, we got a spruce tree. Okay, perfect. This one's... Oh, yeah, so it can grow if there's some diagonals, so that's good. Oh, there's a torch right there. I'm surprised it was able to grow. Okay, spruce is now working. So I went ahead and got another portable interface here, and this thing is going to... Oh, there we go. Watch. This thing's going to connect up to that one. Just like that. But since there is no way to transfer items because I have no way for the items to come out, it just kept on going. So once I put a chute right here, it's going to drop all the items into this chest. I'll put a funnel right there and we'll just conveyor belt it out of here. So the plan is to conveyor belt it underneath this tower. I'll probably do the same thing on this tower with these farms and then just completely conveyor belt it out of here. And then from there, process it here and then send it along its way. Hopefully all that makes sense. Now I'm going to start on this tower since there's not much else to do here. I might be able to stack another tree farm on top of this way up there, but we'll have to see about that. For now, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this farm over here. Okay, starting to build up a little bit in here. And I've got like this little tank right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put kelp in this thing. So we're going to farm kelp in here. Hopefully this should be enough. Ugh, my visitors keep dying. I think they're dying. I think they keep going into that other tower and getting sawed. Ugh. Okay, but anyway, kelp's going to go in here. We're going to fill this thing up with water. And then I'm probably going to put some bamboo on the outside. And yeah, this layer here, kelp and bamboo. Then you can see that dirt block there. That marks my next layer. So there's a 2-block gap there and a 2-block gap there. So next layer there, that's going to be sugarcane and cocoa. So I'll do kind of like a similar thing. Just line all this up with dirt and fill it with sugarcane and cocoa. Next layer after that, I'm thinking I'm going to do mostly wheat and I'll do some berry bushes as well. I want to have a lot of wheat because I want the seeds. I'm gonna have a use for seeds in the future. Plus wheat is always useful for breeding cows and sheep and all that good stuff. Next layer there is going to be carrots and potatoes. That's pretty simple and self-explanatory. Next layer after that is going to be pumpkins and watermelons. And finally after that I'm going to do nether wart and probably beetroot. Yeah, I have a purpose for beetroot as well. Well, mostly for its seed, but yeah, I'm gonna try to grow some beetroot up there. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers. If you have any other ideas for what I can farm in this tower, please let me know. But that's what I'm going to start with for today's episode. I can obviously keep expanding up higher. It's gonna get a little smaller up there, but yeah, I can keep going up higher. And then of course over here we're all set up for our portable interface, and that's connecting down there and right above the conveyor belt. So that is good to go. And yeah, I think we're doing pretty good here. Oh no, a disaster has struck. Oh man, I did not account for that. Shoot. Okay, coming in here. Yeah, looks like one of our super oak trees probably hit warped wood up there and it counted as part of the tree. And of course the saw took part of it out. That's not good. I don't know how to really combat that. Maybe I've got to line all these warts with like some sort of stone or something just to give a gap between this wood and what wood is being chopped down. Yeah, I did not think of that. Good news is that we've got some tree leaves sitting there and nothing's poked through yet, so that's something. It's been about 30 minutes since we started this farm and we are full. At least we saved our stripped warped stem. Not a lot of apples though, but it's trickling in slowly. It's working. I don't think I need this many harvesters for the leaves because yeah, that's a lot of leaves and I don't have that much use for leaves. Same thing here, and yeah, okay. So we're starting to fill up. We're gonna need to empty this thing out pretty soon. And after a good while, I think we finally got something here. All right, coming in here, we've got our bamboo. And then inside here, we've got our kelp, which is all underwater. Okay, looking good. Got myself a little ladder going up here. So next floor, we've got cocoa and sugarcane. Nice, nice. Going up the next level, we've got wheat and berries. Next level, we've got carrots and potatoes. And then next level, pumpkins and watermelon. Oh, looks like they're just growing up. And next level, we've got nether wart, and I'm planning to do beetroot up here. Now the problem is I don't have any beetroot right now, so we need to go raid some villages and see where we could find it. I mean, I wish I would have collected it. I mean, I didn't expect to be farming beetroot at all, but here we are. I got a few villages I can check out. There's 2 out on top of a mountain way over there, and then I know there's another village by spawn somewhere. Let's go take a look at what's out there. Hey, we got lucky. Just 3 seeds of beetroot, so not too much, but we can turn this 3 beetroot into all the beetroot we need with a little bit of bone meal. So let's head back and get that started. Guess we'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Okay, that's a full field of beetroot. All right, all done. Okay, I think it's time to turn this machine on. Let's head on down here. And let's click the button. Oh, need to have empty hands. I don't know what to do with all these beetroots. Go? Are you going? There we go. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, that one's spinning and harvesting and cutting down. Yeah. Cutting down the bamboo. Now the bamboo really slows things down because it takes time to saw all of it. If it wasn't for the bamboo, this thing would spin around a lot quicker. But whatever, it's working. And harvesting here. Well, up here. Harvesting the sugarcane. Alright. Harvesting the cocoa. Very good. Up here. Harvesting berries and wheat. Yep, it's looking pretty good. Oh, I mostly got it harvesting over here. I don't think... Oh, I gotta add... No, it's got the last one. It's missing all that, but oh well. I'm not too worried about some loss. Up here, pumpkins and... potatoes and carrots. Up here is gonna be pumpkin and watermelon. And, of course, the beetroot and... Oh, I'm guessing these just aren't ready yet. That's why... Nothing's ready yet. Okay, yeah, it's all working good. Yeah, there we go. I just saw something get harvested. Okay, that's all working good. Okay, I call that farming silo complete for now. Now we need to actually take all these items and send them back to our storage area. So that's going to take some doing. Okay, we got power going to the belt now. Everything's all set and ready to go. Let's take a look down here. What do we got? Let me show you what we got. So belt's operational, goes here. Like I said, I'm going to have a bit of a sorting over here, like a little sorting area, because we've got some other stuff to do here. So I've got it just kind of rotating around and dropping back down. So when we finalize this area, that's when we'll tap into the belt right here and redirect it around here. But for the meantime, it goes down here, all the way around, all the way around. And then it hits this water column, which brings it up all the way up here and lets it out on top of this belt. So this belt is about 1 space above the vault, so we're going to put some smart chutes here, and that's going to filter out the items into their appropriate chests. Now over here, I just have it shooting out the side. I'll just let all the items rot on the ground. There are going to be certain things like saplings and sticks that I just really don't care about, so I'm just going to toss them on the ground and let them rot. Alright, so the idea up here is to put down a smart chute there and set that for whatever we want it for. So I'm allocating this one for oak. Let's toss that oak up there. I think it went through. It's hard to tell sometimes. Let's try another one. Let's get this one in place here. Set that. And let's toss this up here. Yep, got sucked up. Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do is just go down the line and keep putting these smart chutes down and figuring out if there's anything underneath these storage bins. So the idea is to figure out first if there's anything that corresponds to what's directly underneath it. So none of this is necessary, but so let's take netherrack for instance. I know that my farms right now are all set up for farming just a select few items, but eventually I'm going to hook up a mining system that deposits all its items to this belt as well. So I might occasionally mine up netherrack. So I'm probably going to allocate one of these two vaults here for netherrack. So that way, once I fill this thing up, I'll just drop down a chute down to here, and that'll fill this thing up. So it prioritizes whatever I mine first, goes into this, and then if it's still not enough, then it'll actually make its netherrack. So let's take something like granite, andesite, and yeah, diorite, even flint, all that good stuff. If I send my mining machine out and it picks up a bunch of granite, what it's going to do is, after processing all the ores and stuff, it'll deposit all the stones and all the leftover stuff onto this belt. And then let's say I allocate this one for granite. Any granite items will go into this vault and slowly trickle down into this vault. So if there is an excess amount of granite from when I mine, it'll fill up the vault before the machine even needs to turn on. So that way it's just a little extra, so that way the machines don't even have to turn on at all. But if this vault is completely drained and then this vault starts to drain too much, then the granite machine will turn on to make its own granite. Yeah, it's kind of a confusing system, but just trust me when I say it's all gonna work out. And you'll see in a few episodes what I mean. Well, nothing to it but to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start setting up everything from the farmable stuff. Like, here we go, our spruce leaves will go there. And so on and so forth. Skipping whatever ones I want to allocate to a module that's below it. Okay, we got a bunch of chutes in and a bunch of signs set. So the ones with the signs are indicating what we need to put in there because they match up with something below it. So soil is right above soil. So there we go. And then the ones with the smart chutes, I didn't have anything else to put there, so I just allocated it to something in the farm. So you can see like this chest here is set for nether warts and this one's set for berries. You know, there's no real order or reason to it. It's just there. And then there are a few vaults that don't even have any markings at all, and those are going to be for future farms or mining operations or whatever. So yeah, it's looking pretty good now. Okay, I think it's time to make the system live. So let's start inputting all that stuff from the farms, from the silo farms, and hope and pray that everything gets put into the right spot. Alright, first up we've got the crop farms, and there's our portable interface. I'm going to put a double chest here as kind of like a buffer. I guess just do that. That should just about do it. And then we'll put a funnel here. Let's see, are we going to match up yet? Oh, we're almost there. It should be lining up right now. There we go. And it's pooping it out. Perfect. Okay, let's go make sure that there's no holes in our system here. Okay, it's going around. Dropping down, going around. Okay. Okay. Going up the elevator. And it's off. Oh, I saw some stuff get sucked up. Okay, good. Let's check out on the cocoa. Okay, there we go. Got sucked up over there. Everything's working. Awesome. Oh, and the seeds. The seeds are just going to get dumped off the end for now. Yeah, let's just make sure they make it all the way to the end. There we go. Wait. What? Where'd they go? Did they go into the cobble somehow? What? Okay, I'm very confused. Oh, you know what? I'm probably just out of render distance. That's probably what it is. Okay. Well, let's get the other one set up. Now, I did notice that the watermelons went all the way off, even though we have a spot allocated for watermelon, but I allocated it for the block form of watermelon. So somewhere along the line, I want to put a compressor that's going to take the watermelon slices and just turn it into block form. Okay, let's put a chute here, and let's put that there. That's a lot of items on the ground. That means all of our chests there are completely full. Oh well. Alright, here we go. And there we go. And it's off. Holy moly, that's a lot of stuff on the belt. And it's off. Okay, good. I want to see some spruce wood. Oh, yeah. Okay, I saw some oak wood get sucked up by the first vault there. So, yeah, I keep seeing it getting sucked up. How about the leaves? The leaves should have a spot, too. Huh, the leaves do not have a spot. Maybe I set it for oak leaves instead of... Or spruce leaves instead of oak leaves. Okay, now since I'm a little closer, I could see what's going on. Yeah, all the leaves and they're just getting dropped down. Okay. Oh no, I need to collect that. My warped walls got sent over here as well. Shoot. There is a lot of trash. I think what I need to do is set my farm not to collect so many leaves. And here we go. There and there. We got the Smashicator 9000. Okay, so any melons that come in the system go through here. They get sucked up into here and automatically teleported up through the item belt, drop down here, get smashered, and dropped out here. Okay, that's good. Working. Perfect. I ran into a big problem here. This whole system, all these vaults, this belt, everything was supposed to be one block higher than what I actually put it at. Oh, man. Okay. So the reason for that is I've got to have... So I've got my input line is up there. Alright, so that's all fine and good. However, I need a return line, but not just a single return line. I need two return lines going through here. So one return line is going to my storage system so I can recall certain items, like all these farmable items I might want to recall. So I might want some spruce wood so I can recall that to my storage system. However, the factory might be calling for that as well. So there's no real way... I mean, unless I get into some crazy redstone on, like, switching the items. Okay, now you're going to get redirected to the storage room versus now you're going to get redirected towards the factory. So the best thing to do would be to put in two return lines. One to the factory, one to my storage system. Trying to think how I'm going to do that. I mean, I could put a line right here. And then I could put... funnel there, and then yeah, that's not gonna work. So I'm thinking what I gotta do is carve down into the ground right here. I'll put a line right here that'll, let's say, go to my storage room. Then I could put the funnel right here, and then I can actually put, let's see, I don't have any funnels on me. I could put the wireless link on top of the funnel, like right here. That should work. And then I could put another line right here, funnel there, and then a wireless redstone link right on the face of it. That might work. Okay, let me give that a try and see what happens. Oh man, this place is turning into a mess really quickly. Okay, so this is what I was trying to explain. So we've got the lower belt and the upper belt. So upper belt should return back to the factory and lower belt returns to my storage system. Now the idea is to put a wireless link right here, kind of like that. And when the wireless link turns on, it should, yeah, turn on and off this funnel just like that. And this one will turn on and off just like that. And I just tested it out and none of them affect each other. So that should be all good and working. Perfect. So all that's belted up and looking good. We've got our top line running here, gets sucked up here, gets dropped down there. Oh man, it's really hard to work through here. Drops all the way down here, gets sucked up there, dropped out there, sucked up there, dropped out there. Yeah, I had to suck it up and plop it down again so many times because there's just a lot of gears and a lot of junk in the way that I didn't want to interfere with. But there we go. And then it goes onto the lower belt. I don't need to input anything into the factory on the upper floor at all, because all this is kind of like self-sustaining, as aside for this last one, which requires the wood, which is exactly why we put that vault right there, and our funnels line up perfectly. So yeah, nothing else on the top floor needs to be inputted with extra items, but everything on the bottom floor, and maybe even the third floor if we can get to it, might need input from other farms. Okay, moving on to the lower belt. That's going to go here, get sent into that chute, and dropped all the way down. See, this is the return line for the lower floor, which also goes into the same chute and then drops down here to this belt, and then gets sent off to my storage room. So I was able to tap into the same chute line that drops into, yeah, that drops down there. So, yeah, all that works. Man, it is super tight in here. Bet you didn't expect this factory to get this tight with so much, with how much room we put in here. Now with the two silo farm towers thingamajigs, now since they're both done, we can check up on the colony over here. Alright, looks like we got the two courier huts and the warehouse done. So look at this thing. It's looking a little fancy now. I like it. Oh, that's cool. It's got like little chests on the side here. Okay. I mean, they have no usability, but it's still kind of interesting. Huh. Oh, that's weird. Some sort of a like locker system or something. Office looking good. And yeah, looking pretty good. Definitely a lot fancier on the level 4. And now the warehouse. Ooh, the warehouse definitely got a huge update. We've got like the beginnings of like this little market area right here. And coming in here, we got a lot more racks. So this thing actually extended out to that little courtyard. Yeah, it took up the whole courtyard and then some. So the crane got pushed out a little bit, I think. And yeah, a lot of storage. Oh, what's going on here? Is that supposed to be like that? Not sure. But all the racks. Tons and tons of racks. I'm going to sort it out real quick because it's been ages. There we go. Freed up a bunch of racks that way. Lots of storage up here. Madden, you're still sitting here after you're done. Yeah, this is a lot of storage. And with the level 5, we're going to get even more storage too. Coming in here, nice little office area, and coming up here. Yeah, it's like a little rooftop terrace or something. Interesting. Little seating area, nice. Okay, taking a look at the other courier's hut. Ooh, I like that corner door. That's interesting. Is that new, or was that on the last one? I'm not sure. Yeah, looking, ooh, second story. Was there a second story? Interesting. Okay, loops around here. Okay, that's pretty cool. Comes down here. Nice. Interesting. Okay, not much else to this one. And I just noticed that our builder for this hut got a little jammed up or something. So this one's not quite done yet. But anyway, this one's going to look exactly the same as this one over there. So I'm not too worried. Alrighty, looking good, looking good. Colony's coming along. The base is coming along. Definitely got a lot more farming going on too. I like watching these items. They just pause in mid-air, kind of like an old cartoon or something. Well, I think that's just about going to do it for today. Definitely took a long time building up these silos. I mean, it didn't seem that long for you guys, but for me, man, there was multiple hours just building and building and building, plus collecting all the seeds to plant all the crops like the potatoes and carrots, and having to farm all that stuff up before I could even get my farm going. Holy cow, look at this thing. This thing's moving. I might be able to take some sales off that, because that's moving pretty quick. I don't know. I think it's fine. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode. If you have been liking this series so far, please leave a like and a subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.